Hi everyone! Today I will be showing you a cool spiral pattern using loops, also called picots. So let's get started. For this pattern you'll need 4 ropes. I've attached mine with a lark's head knot, and I'm just going to tie 1/2 square knot right up top. So I'm just going to take the far right, cross it over the 2 in the middle to form this loop. The one on the left then goes over that rope, behind the 2 and through that loop, and I pull it through and pull it tight. Now I'm going to place another 1/2 hitch directly below. Now I'm going to tie 2 more 1/2 square knots, but this time I'm going to leave about 1.5 inches of space between my last pair. So I'm just going to repeat by taking these 2 ropes, crossing it over, the other string goes over, behind and through. I pull it tight, and I'm leaving that gap. And then I'm going to take it again, cross over, the other side goes over that, behind and through. I'm going to pull that tight. And make sure that you are firmly tightening these ropes just to make sure that they're held in place. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this pair and just push it up so that it is directly below our last one, and you'll see that now we have these 2 loops here. And now we're going to repeat that same step. So we're going to leave a gap and tie 2 1/2 square knots. We're always going to be working in pairs of 2. This way our knot is tied securely together. If you don't tie 2 in a row, it will just kind of fall apart. So you always tie 2 to make sure it's secure. And then you push it up. And that's all there is to it. So we just keep repeating that. Now, if you want your loops to be bigger, all you would do is leave a bigger gap between your last pair, and if you want a smaller loop, you leave a smaller gap between the pairs of 1/2 square knots. So it's a really fun pattern that you can play around with. And once it starts to twist too, you'll see that these loops kind of go out and it follows the spiral. It will look really cool once we have a longer length. So let me just go ahead and tie some to show you what it's going to look like. And that's what it should kind of look like once it starts to spiral. So it's really cute and pretty. And you can also kind of, when you're doing this, you could even fade out the loops by making smaller and smaller loops as you go. So let's do that and play around and see how that turns out. So all I'm doing is I'm making my gap smaller and smaller as I go. I'm doing it pretty, I guess, abruptly because I'm not doing multiple in a row. I'm just going down a size each one I do. So you could play around even more. And now I'm just gonna tie this directly below like I was doing a normal spiral knot. And that is where I'm going to stop because I am running out of rope here. So when you do this, make sure that your two working ropes, as in the two on the outside, is about at least two times the center ropes, but I recommend doing maybe 3 times depending on how long you actually want this to be. But let me show you the final result by zooming out a little bit. So here we go. This is what it all looks like. It is super, super cool. You could really have fun with this pattern. And yeah, you have a really fun spiral looped pattern. I hope you guys found this video helpful and inspiring, and thank you so much for watching.